Good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Here we go. What? Nothing.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Flex round.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That way. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I'd make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll throw it here. Etling. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they'll run the option to the pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Edling to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Etling to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw Etling. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Escapes the defender. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. They'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Etling. Now he's forced out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, and now some space to operate. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Gould is able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Let's go.
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw it here. Etling. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got a man complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. This is Carson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up a throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Edling to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
He'll get it up the middle. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to work. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hetling to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off. But not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Black round! Black round!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Black round! Black round! Ohio! Ohio! Black round! Black round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw, Edelman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Andrew Billings in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Etling. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that